Hello Guitarland, this is Mark from Lot More Guitar Studio, lotmoreguitar.com, and in this edition of my 5 favorite licks, we're going to take a look at a performance of the Gershwin classic Summertime, performed by two of today's best young guitar players, Billy Strings and Marcus King. I really love this video because not only are they playing beautiful vintage guitars, but we get to play some acoustic licks from Billy Strings and some electric licks from Marcus King. Many thanks to my student Neil for the suggestion. I'll link to the video in the description below. And let's dive right in. Our first lick is played by Billy Strings on a gorgeous Martin and happens about 1 minute and 8 seconds into the video. And sounds something like this. Great open E position lick here. We're going to start on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, pick it, then play the open string and hammer on and pull off. So, and then end up on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So, then we're going to do the same thing on the 2nd string, open, hammer on the 3rd fret, pull off, and end up on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So. Then we're going to play the open 3rd string, hammer on the 2nd fret, pull off, and end up on the 4th fret of the 4th string. So, then jump up to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then the open E string, and then pick back down 2nd string and 4th string. So I held those 2 fingers there, 3rd fret and the 4th fret. And let those ring together. You get this great ringing sound. So, then we're going to jump to the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So he kind of picks that twice and then comes down. It's almost like he's strumming here because everything rings out nicely. So I'm just jumping the pick there to like around the 4th and 3rd strings. It's nice to have those ring out, okay? So, and then he's going to finish with this descending run here. So open E, 3rd fret of the 1st string, then 2nd fret, then jump down immediately to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then open 2nd, and then 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And he's going to finish it. So we have this so far. We're going to finish it with this little blues lick. So coming up to the B flat or the blues note there, you could slide up or you can hammer on. So you're going to hammer on, pull off, and then pull off to the open string. So that's 3rd fret. Pull off to the 2nd and an open string, and I'm going to finish on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then back up to the open 3rd string, and then back to the 4th string again. So let me do that one without talking. All right, great open E position lick. It's not all the blues scale. We have an F sharp there, which is the 9th, which gives that kind of open, very open sound. So the whole thing one more time slowly. Great lick from Billy Strings. Let's move on to lick number 2. Lick number 2 is played by Billy Strings and happens about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, and it sounds something like this. So what's going on here? We've got a run going up the E minor pentatonic scale. My students will know this as pattern number 3. And we're going to slide into the 7th fret of the 6th string. and go up the scale. So 7th fret of the 6th string, 5th fret of the 5th string, 7th fret of the 5th string, 5th fret of the 4th string. Okay, when you get to that note, you go back to the 7th fret of the 5th string, so, and then back up to the 4th string, 5th fret. So then we're going to slide 7th fret 4th string to the 9th fret 4th string. So this is still the E minor pentatonic. 7th fret 3rd string, 8th fret 2nd string. So we don't go to the 9th fret there, which would be the continuation. We go to the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Then we go to the 10th fret 2nd string, slide up to 12, then 10th fret 1st string, then pick the 12th fret of the 1st string and slide up to 14. So the entire run. Then he starts this sequence of notes going down the E Dorian scale. So we have 2 picks on the 14th fret of the 1st string and then the 10th fret of the 1st string. So then 2 picks on the 12th fret, then the 9th fret, then you move up to the 10th fret of the 1st string, 2 picks, and then 1 pick on the 2nd string 12th fret. So far. Okay, then we go to the 9th fret 1st string, and now he picks it 3 times. And then we go to the 2nd string 10th fret. So then back to the 7th fret of the 1st string, to the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So that entire run, we have and that's the E Dorian scale, slightly more exotic sounding than just the blues scale. Mostly because of these notes, the C sharp and the F sharp. So we have this. Then we're going to play the 10th fret of the 2nd string, 3 picks. And then we're going to go 7th fret 2nd string to the 8th fret. Then down to the 3rd string 9th fret. And then back to the 7th fret of the 2nd string. And then up to the 10th fret 2nd string. So pick that one, and then I ended it there. He keeps going after that, but I ended right on the G note, 8th fret 2nd string. So the whole thing slowly. That is lick number 2. Let's move on to lick number 3. Sticking with the acoustic guitar one more time for lick number 3, and this one is played around 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the video, played by Billy Strings, and sounds something like this. He's going to start this one off up in the E minor blues scale, really, because we have this note on the 15th fret 3rd string. So he starts it off by playing the 14th fret of the 3rd string and kind of like sliding up to the 16th fret, but we really want to emphasize that 15th fret too. The first few times he does it, he does it a little slower. And then he starts to kind of really slide up 14 to 16 really quickly. So it's a total of 7 times. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now after you do that last slide, we're going to bar the 12th fret, 3rd string and 2nd, and then come back up to the 14th fret of the 3rd string. And then we're going to go back to the 11th fret of the 3rd string. And then come back in. So that's outside the blues scale there. That's, again, kind of the Dorian or the 9th again. And then we're going to come back to the 4th string, 14th fret, and then 12th fret for it. So we have... So I'm going 14, 12, 14. Okay, one more time. After that, we come to a sequence of octaves. So the octave shape here that he's playing is the 5th string and the 3rd string shape. So that's the 2nd fret and the 4th fret. So 2nd fret, 5th string, 4th fret, 3rd string. I like to use my pinky. You could use your 3rd finger if you want. I find it easier just to slide the pinky around. And what we're going to do with the octaves is we're going to play, I'm going to reference where my 1st finger goes. So it's going to be 2, 5, 7, 9, then 10, back to 9, 12, 10, 9. I'm sorry, 12, 10, 9, and then 7, and then 2 slides on the 6th string octave. The 6th string octave shape is the 6th string, 7th, and the 4th string, 9th. Okay, so with the octave, it sounds like this. And he does some nice slides into it. All right, so I'll play it one more time. All right, so let me play this one slow for you. So we have 7 slides. And he kind of starts out phrasing it, like a half step maybe. And then he starts to kind of gradually speed it up there, just that grace note slide. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then bar, octaves. So those are my favorite licks from Billy Strings. Let's move on to the electric guitar licks from Marcus King, starting with lick number 4. Let's go. Moving on to the electric guitar for lick number 4. This one is played by Marcus King on a 54 Telecaster, which I'm not in possession, but I'll rely on my trusty PRS. This one happens around 3 minutes and 19 seconds into the video and sounds something like this. So we're in E minor pentatonic pattern number 4 here, and we're going to add the F sharp. So there's that sound again of the Dorian scale, kind of the minor 9. So he starts off actually on the 8th fret of the 3rd string and hammers on to the root. So we're a half step behind the root, hammers on to the 9th fret there. Then we move to the 7th fret of the 2nd string, pick that one, hammer on to the 8th fret, and then hammer on to the 9th fret. So that's a legato lick. And I noticed Marcus uses his 3rd finger. You could use your pinky if you're more comfortable with that. It's a little bit of a stretch there for the 3rd finger. So we've got this so far. And then he moves to the 1st string, 7th fret. So again, we're kind of playing around this E minor chord here. So 7th fret 1st string and then 10th fret 1st string. Then he works his way to the 12th fret 1st string and then 14th fret 1st string. So we have this. Once you're up there, you're going to go down to the 12th fret of the 2nd string and then back to the 10th fret. And then he slides up to the 12th fret again and then comes down the blues scale. So we have the 11th fret B flat note there on the 2nd string. So, and works his way back to the 8th fret. So So I'm pulling off there 11 to 10, and then back to the 8th fret. And then he does a real aggressive pick attack here. Yeah. Kind of going back and forth between the 10th fret and 11th fret there on the 2nd string. So, let me go over that one more time. You have a quick pick on the 10th fret. Then you're going to do a real quick slide up to the 11th. So 10th fret, 2nd string, and then back to the slide up to the 11th, back to the 10th, and pull off to the 8th. So, and then you're going to pick the 10th fret and pick the 8th fret. This is all on the 2nd string. And then one more pick on the 10th fret, and then you slide up to the 11th and slide back. So, and then pull off to 8. So it's really kind of the same thing twice. It's a lot to say. So let me play it. And he gives a nice attack and some nice vibrato on it. Okay, so here's the whole thing again. And then pull off there. I'm kind of ending it there on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, great lick, pretty much in the E minor scale, but then we have that Dorian, E minor pentatonic I should say, but then we have the E Dorian or E natural minor note of the F sharp there, which fits great in this song. Let's check out lick number 5. Our 5th and final lick is played once again by Marcus King. It happens about 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the video and sounds something like this. So once again, we're in the E minor scale. This is kind of a bebop-inspired double time lick. So we're in the E minor pentatonic Dorian position here, but he actually starts it out with a B minor arpeggio, which gives you the F sharp against the E and the A against the E. So you're getting kind of like a minor 9 sus4 type sound. So cool kind of bebop jazz trick, but he just kind of rakes right up it. So I've got the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then the 7th fret of the 3rd string, 7th fret, 2nd string, and then 10th fret of the 2nd string. So I'm just kind of dragging my pick across the strings there. Then I'm going back to the 7th fret, 2nd string, and back up the scale. So 8th fret, and then 10. So, all right, then we're going up to the 7th fret of the 1st string. So kind of a common theme here in both of these lines, right? And then 10th fret. And then I'm going to slide up to the 12th fret. So we have this so far. Then you go back to the 10th fret. Now we're going to do a chromatic line, which just means fret by fret on the 1st string. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let's see, where am I here? And once you get there, we're going to go back to the 12th fret of the 1st string, 15th fret of the 2nd, and 12th fret of the 2nd. So kind of coming down the minor pentatonic there once we hit that 14th fret. So far this is what we have. So he's going from that 10th fret to the 14th with a chromatic line. Very common jazz bebop thing to do. And then down the scale. Now once you hit that 2nd string 12th fret, we jump back up to the 1st string 12th fret, and we're going to go 12, 15, and then 17. So that's all E minor. And then we're going to come back to 15 on the 1st string here, and then 14. So then 17 on the 2nd string, and then we're going to go 16 on the 2nd string. So another chromatic line here. So and go back up to the 14th fret of the first string. So then I come back to the 17th fret second string, 16th fret of the third string, 15th fret of the third string. So that's the blue note there. Back to the 14th fret of the third string, and then 12th fret. Okay, so let me play that without talking. And once we hit that 12th fret of the third string, he pauses for a second, and then does a really quick pull off 14 to 12 on the fourth string, and then picks the 14th fret of the fifth string, which is a B note again. Okay, so that's a great line. Let me play that again. Okay, so the phrasing of it in the double timing kind of is makes allusions to a bebop type line. So let me do that one time slow. Such a great line. And that is lick number 5. I hope you enjoyed this edition of my 5 favorite licks featuring Billy Strings and Marcus King. If you have any suggestions for future videos I should check out, I would love to hear them. And if you'd like to take lessons with me either online or in person, you can contact me at lotmoreguitar.com. We'd love to have you aboard. Until then, have fun, and I'll see you in the next lesson.